What's up, guys? This is Jack McNeil, or LB Talk 123 here. Some big baseball news. The offseason, we got trade rumors, free agent signings, and the Rookie of the Year is announced today, and we got Manager of the Years announced tomorrow on LB Network. Check all that out to get big announcements for the season, the awards coming all this week, but I do want to give a quick shout-out. Check out every Saturday night, 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 Central. We'll be talking a lot of baseball, the Real Sports Talk podcast. I'll give you the link below. Tim Kelly, myself, and a panel of different hosts talking about different sports, and I'll be talking baseball. So if you want to hear me live, online, and of course you're able to listen to it later, go there and hear a lot of baseball talk. But until then, we got the Rookie of the Years. We have Mike Trout and Bryce Harper. First of all, I want to say congratulations to both of you. You guys have put up great seasons. You've had immense pressure on you for a lot of the seasons leading up to now. More Bryce Harper than anyone in the history of baseball, in that matter. I mean, when he was 16, he was on the cover of the Sports Illustrated, saying the chosen one. I mean, this is a guy who has had immense pressure, who signed a huge contract, who has had the Scott Boras agent, who has had the deals, the big, huge draft signing bonus, and everyone was expecting him to produce. He drops out of high school. He goes a different path than I think a lot of people would recommend. This guy has just insane natural talent. He respects the game a lot. Obviously we had that whole thing in the minor leagues when he, showed off a little bit. But I think he's gotten past that. I think he is extremely respected. Maybe not through all players, especially Cole Hamels, but I think he has gave respect to every major league player. He's been a role model for a lot of people, and I think he's handled all the pressure extremely well. And you look at the numbers that he put up this year. He did have a lot of competition in the NL Rookie of the Year. You have Wade Miley, who won 16 games, put up just a great season, and then you also had Todd Frazier, who I think had a very good chance to win. And I think he might have deserved to win, honestly. He put up overall a very consistent. He had a terrible last month, and it was kind of the exact opposite, I guess, for Bryce Harper. So he had a terrible last month, batting like 150. Harper had a great last month, batting like 330. Now, I think what we saw with Harper, as now the pitcher is Mike Trout, but I think what we saw with Harper was that, that 330 average, I think that's more realistic for a year-to-year basis. I think he will hit around 330. I don't think he was fully developed when he first came up. He had a great on-base percentage. Yes, he was almost an MVP to his team when considering their lineup, how much of it would have been changed if Harper was not in there. Yeah, they kind of rushed him a little bit, but I think it was great for him to get this experience. He got the postseason experience. The Nationals had a heartbreaking loss in Game 5 of the NLDS after an amazing win in Game 4 with a walk-off win with Jason Worth. So, Jason Worth proved his worth in Game 4. And Bryce Harper got some valuable major league experience, and I think this young Nationals team who went through the heartbreaking loss will only get better from here. So, I'm not surprised that he won. I think a lot of writers put in a factor that, who will have the brightest major league career. And with all the hype leading up to Bryce Harper, he comes up and he delivers. He hits over 20 home runs, almost 60 RBIs, 340 on base percentage, and, batting average. He got it up to 270, but what people remember is how you finish. It's not how you started, but how you finish. And if he would have started hitting 800 in the first 20 games and then hit, 50 in the rest of the season, he wouldn't have won the Rookie of the Year. What he did was he finished hitting 330, and that's what really mattered. He was great in the clutch. He had a good postseason overall. I mean, yes, he struggled a little bit, but he had a few timely hits. So I would say, he gained valuable experience again, and this is a guy who definitely deserves to win. It would have been really hard for me to pick because Wade Miley put up a great year. He struggled in the last month with an ERA above 5, and Todd Frazier struggled immensely in the last month. But you take into factor Todd Frazier's defense, offense, I think he was the main competition in my mind for Bryce Harper. But I'm sorry for putting on the Mike Trout picture because really this is all about Mike Trout. I'm telling you that right now. I think it's absolutely huge for Bryce Harper to win that. But it's also big news for Mike Trout because he won unanimously. The first since Evan Longoria to do so. He got a perfect 140 points. He was first in all 28 ballots. You look at Bryce Harper, he was first in 16. Wade Miley was first in 12, and Todd Frazier was first in 3. I think Todd Frazier's finish definitely hurt him there. And Wade Miley, being a very strong Rookie of the Year pitcher, was a big part of that. Now, so Bryce Harper narrowly won 112 points to 105. And then you look at Mike Trout winning 140 to 63. Now, Mike Trout's main competition was Cespedes, the outfielder on the Oakland A's. And you know what? He wasn't competition at all, really, for Harper. Any other year, he would have been probably won the Rookie of the Year. I think he put up an amazing year for the Oakland A's. I don't think anyone expected him to do this well. He struggled a little bit. He got up to a great start. He struggled a little bit, and we're thinking, probably end up hitting like 240, 250. No, he was amazing this year. I mean, for the Oakland A's to get to where they got, winning the AL West, surprising everyone with a low payroll, he was one of those guys that they absolutely need. And with adding Chris Young, having him, and having a nucleus of guys with Coco, Chris, this team is getting better and better. They really do need to find a shortstop, but the Oakland A's surprised a lot in the in the AL West, and they even did better than the Angels. But that does not take away anything from what Mike Trout does, and in the NL, it doesn't take away from anything what Bryce Harper did. He had an amazing year, winning the NL East, having one of the best records in baseball. The Nationals had a great year. The Angels had a disappointing year overall, but without Mike Trout, it would have been an absolute disaster. Having relied on Albert Pujols through his first 2 months was absolutely, again, I will use the word disastrous. Mike Trout came up on the same day as Bryce Harper, and he delivered. I mean, he led this team. He sparked this team. He got everything going. And Cespedes got second place ballot in 19 of them. He put up a good fight. Yu Darvish got third. Jared Parker got 1 vote, and so did Chen from the Orioles. He got 2 third-place votes. But, again, this was just history in the making. Mike Trout, he has a case for MVP. I'm not going to argue that here again. But, his numbers are absolutely incredible. You look at everything that he did this year, led this Angels team. He was fun to watch, and it's a history-making year for Mike Trout and Bryce Harper. I think that in a few years we're going to be talking about him, obviously, as the best player in baseball. He got 49 steals this year. And, I mean, the WAR, he even had higher than Miguel Cabrera. So that's where people say, this guy deserves to win MVP. I'm not 100% buying that, though. I think that Miguel Cabrera will win. I think that he should win. I would vote for him. It's obviously tough. This guy's, 20, 21 years old. He has 129 runs, led the league in that, led the league in with 49 stolen bases. He just put up fantastic numbers all around. Any rookie who can hit almost 330, 30 home runs, and be sort of at the top of the lineup is absolutely incredible. He was a table setter. He got this lineup sparked. He got it going. He's a runner. He does everything, power, speed, and defense, and he should have won a Gold Glove. That's a whole nother matter, but it would finish this off very well if he won MVP. I think it would be a major upset if he did, especially considering Miguel Cabrera won Triple Crown this year. I don't think he will win MVP, but I want to say congratulations again to the two of them. They put up some of the best rookie seasons I think we've ever seen. I'm talking more on Trout than that. No offense to Bryce Harper. And considering his age and all the pressure he dealt with, he lived up to expectations, and I think he will even have a better year next year. So I want to congratulate to him. But Mike Trout, I don't think we've seen any rookie in any sport potentially do as well as what he did this season. So I don't know if the grammar made sense on the last statement, but I'll end it there, guys. Happy Monday. Thanks for watching, and tune in this Saturday for the Real Sports Talk podcast. Thanks.